doing in a room like this? There's a knock on the door, and just for a second I thought I remembered you. So now I'm alone. Now I can think to myself about little deals and issues and things that I just don't understand. Like a white lie at night or a slight touch at night. I don't think it meant anything to you.
Looking pretty slick there, Rudy.
Pretty 80s, early 80s, 79.
In actual fact, it was 1979. That was the wonderful Our Friends Electric by Gary Newman. A very prescient vision of the future, and I think it could be said that indeed many of our friends at the moment are electric. We do have to say a very big thank you to our electric friend in Kansas City.
Kansas.
Who you saw up there.
Drumming away.
And
laying down the beat.
And playing the synthesizers. And
the guitar.
the guitar part. He's a very multi-talented Liverpudlian. So thank you, Merle.
This is number 4?
Coronavirus session number 4.
Coronavirus session number 4. Yep. There you go. Welcome. And we're going to stay on the theme of what you can do when you're working from home. And I don't know about you, John. I know what I end up doing when I'm home for extended periods. And I must admit it's not a favourite activity of mine, but it's housekeeping.
Cleaning. The house has never been cleaner, right?
The house has never been cleaner, the backyard's never been cleaner. I get to do all those things that I normally would have an excuse for, like I don't have enough time to do it. But now,
you're normally overseas.
Normally we're overseas travelling. Now we've got a lot of time on our hands, and so we start to do those things, or certainly I start doing those things that normally I don't have time to do.
It's actually a good time to apply a similar approach to
work. So what are the things we can do? How do we do housekeeping for work from home?
Well, where do you begin? Just like housekeeping, the first thing to do is to really clear out all the junk. Yeah, so you can actually then prioritise on what you're actually going to work on.
Trash, John.
Trash for our American
clear
friends.
out all the trash?
Yeah.
Like what? I mean, at home I'd be clearing out stuff in the garage that's been there for years that I'm never going to use, or things that are broken that I've never got around to throwing away. What do you clear out at work?
Well, I think the very best place you could start is your inbox. Many of us have been aging things in our inbox.
I know, I always delete stuff that you send me.
I kind of suspected that, Rude, for some. You've been missing some good stuff as well, but your own, no one to blame but yourself. So specifically those areas of your inbox where you've been storing stuff thinking, I must get around to that one day. Guess what? That one day has come. You've got time to do that. And
at least for another month.
At least for another month.
Yeah.
Probably longer.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, but we'll see. What you're going to find in the inbox is lots of stuff that you've put on the back burner. And now some of it is on the back burner for good reasons. It's not that urgent. So step one, when you've got your junk, what you clear out revealed is to prioritise.
Okay.
Prioritise and think about the things that are going to add the most value to your customers. And we've got to talk about definition of customer here. When we say the word customers, we always think of our end customers, but we don't just mean that, do we, Rudy?
No, we mean the next person in the process.
Exactly. The next person in the chain we always define as your customer. So prioritise on things that will add value to the chain, because in 25, 30 years of working across long, complex, end-to-end chains with multiple interdependencies, we've figured out that it's the handovers where the problems are, and it's the handovers where the jewels are in terms of productivity.
Now, we're not talking about physical handovers, we're talking about when a document leaves from one person, goes to another person. Or,
anytime you hand over some work and send it down the chain. And the final thing I think to end on, and this is our top tip for the day, is look at your processes, look at what you do, and look for the workarounds that you have in place. A workaround is something that you do to make a broken process work. Yeah? It's a sign that the underlying process is broken.
And normally these workarounds are only temporary measures.
Yeah, that last for
a long time.
Years and years.
Yes.
Once again, you now have time to fix up some of those workarounds. It's highly unlikely that you will be able to do it on your own, and you've got to involve the rest of the chain. And this is a great subject for an online meeting.
It's a great subject for an online meeting, and the good thing about it is that people have their own perspectives on what's happening in that process, and that's often where you see what the reality is as opposed to what the theoretical is.
Exactly.
So it's a good place to begin.
Precisely. And on that note, we will finish. I've got to try and get the rest of this eye makeup off, but I must say I'm hoping that Rudy actually sticks with this new look for a while, because he looks lovely. Thank you.
Go see you next time.
Bye.